Exist Archive: The Other Side of the Sky is a game created by Tri-Ace for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. It was developed by the same team behind Valkyrie Profile, and it tries to be some kind of spiritual successor to it. The graphics uses super deformed characters, the exploration is in the same 2D side-scrolling style, and even the battle system is very similar. The basic plot revolves around 12 people from Japan. They all got in contact with Yamatoga, an alien entity who fell on Earth and caused a huge impact in the process. Because of this event, all the 12 were considered to be dead, but they were in fact transported to another world. A part of Yamatoga's souls is now inside each one of them, which gives them many new abilities, including immortality. They decided to use those new powers to find a way to go back to Earth. But this won't be easy, because the world they are now is being attacked by monsters. And to make matters worse, Yamatoga just happens to be on the enemy side. When this game was first announced, this poster was used as a promotional illustration. It featured characters who look like twins, and they also look really creepy. This gave the impression that the Exist Archive would be really dark. But in reality, this game has a pretty light-hearted story and some goofy characters. So the heroes are immortals, but unlike Lost Odyssey, this will not affect the gameplay in any way. Your characters will die during battles just like they would in any other RPG. The truth is that this immortality is only a plot device. And talking about plot, the story in Exist Archive is very disconnected. Most of the characters' backstories have nothing to do with the main plot and are not important for future developments. That's because they are on a distant planet and they will stay there for the whole game. The story in Exist Archive is pretty short in general, but not the game itself. You can easily take more than 40 hours just to finish the main campaign, and that's because the game is filled with obligatory fetch quests where you have to explore the same area over and over again. Your mission is usually to retrieve a special crystal, and when a character touches one of those crystals, the memories from the people on Earth will flow through their minds. And that's how you learn about the characters' backstories. Some of those backstories are actually pretty interesting. Unfortunately, you can only listen to voices. There is nothing visual to present those stories, which makes those events feel even more disconnected to the main plot. The battle system is pretty easy to understand. Each character gets assigned to one button, and they will attack when you press that button. By using this simple system, you can create many combinations, and every character has many different skills and classes to unlock. Later in the game, you unlock a special gauge. Henceforth, every time you inflict damage to an enemy, you will feel that special gauge, and you can use that gauge to release ultimate attacks. This all feels pretty cool at first, but even though each one of the 12 characters have different type of attacks, it gets repetitive really fast. The mysterious planet where the game takes place is a very limited world. There are no cities or villages, and there is only one NPC in the entire game. It doesn't help that most areas in the game look like the same forest filled with crystals. If it wasn't for all the grinding, backtracking and fetch quests, Exist Archive would take less than 10 hours to clear. Which is such a waste because this game had a huge potential. The basic premise is very different and interesting too. The characters are charismatic and they all have excellent designs made by Minotauro from the Love Plus series. Unfortunately, the game becomes too repetitive and too quickly.
Yamatoga, 少し黙っていてくれないか?
It certainly doesn't live up to the expectations as the next Valkyrie Profile. But even if the Exist Archive wasn't made to be so similar to it, it would still be a disappointment. That's it for this review. But if you still have questions about Exist Archive, just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Bye!